for that show. It's really, really going to bless you. So my favorite part of every episode
Ife is up to something. I can tell it. I can feel it.
where I get to read questions. And also remember, if you have anything you want us to treat, any question, what you are going through, you like us to give our 2 cents, and you want the viewers to also weigh in,
Yes.
please don't be shy to send in your concerns, your question to our Instagram TV Redefined. You can send us a DM or the number. If it's not showing on the screen now, it will be in the description later after the show. Or you can write, okay, it's even in our description already. So 7070080217. And you can also write to us. Our Gmail is in the description. We are always looking forward to hear from you.
So we have dilemma today?
Yeah, we do. Do we am happy as if I don't understand.
Okay.
So here's the question.
Let's have it.
My partner and I have been long distance for a while, and lately I feel like we are drifting apart. He's always busy, and I don't get the emotional support I need. I want to believe in us, but I'm scared we are holding on to something that's already gone. How do we keep the love alive when distance makes everything harder?
Do you know I'm laughing?
Why?
I've been in a long distance relationship before, so I have experience.
Idea.
I have wealth of experience. Okay. So I'm going to be speaking from experience, right? But I'm also going to be bringing a lot of, I believe, balance.
Funny enough, I've also been, in fact, two
long distance.
Yes.
So at some point, I think I even preferred long distance relationship because somehow I feel personally that it keeps the spark alive. There's something that familiarity does. Seeing the person every day can just that is so. But when you get to see the person maybe once in 3 months, that once you're seeing the person is like, finally I'm you know, it's heavenly, it's delightful, right? You cherish it and you look forward to seeing the person before you now eventually get married, and then you are always together. So but let me say this. Cherish it and you look forward to seeing the person before you now eventually get married, and then you are always together. So but let me say this. Ask the question again.
Okay. My partner and I have been long distance for a while, and lately I feel like we are drifting apart. He's always busy, and I don't get the emotional support I need. I want to believe in us, but I'm scared we are holding on to something that's already gone. How do you keep love alive when distance makes everything harder?
So let me say this. When it comes to long distance relationship, there is one thing I've realized that is the most important, the absolute most important thing in a long distance relationship is communication.
Yes.
See.
Yes.
It's like saying you are in space and there's no air, there's no oxygen. You only have your oxygen mask. You take it off, you die.
Yes.
Right? Or you leave your space, you will die. So that's the same thing with communication and long distance relationship. Because you don't have the luxury of presence. You don't have the luxury of holding hands and walking down the streets. You don't have the luxury of giving the person a hug. You don't have all this luxury. The only luxury you have is communication. And communication is not talking. Yes, you communicate by talking, right? But it goes beyond that, because people can talk and say, are we not talking? But we are not communicating. So let me also share, because like I said, I've been in a long distance relationship, and I can tell you that long distance relationship can work. It can work when both parties commit themselves to it. It's not easy. People say there are temptations here and there and all that, but there's temptation everywhere, even when the person is there. But I get the peculiarity, especially when the person is halfway across the world. You are on one side of the world, this person on the other side. Right? There's a lot of stuff. Right? So it can get really, really tricky and dicey. But with communication can make a person blind to every other thing. It's like focusing. When you communicate with a person, you focus on the person. You become blind to everything else. The emotional support, see, we are humans, and every now and again we get to the point where we have emotional needs, where we need someone to talk to, we need a shoulder to lean on, to cry, we need someone to just share our burdens with. Nothing, not even a bad thing, you just need someone to talk to, you need someone to spend time with. Support. That's you need it. And because of the depravity of the long distance, you can't have that with your spouse or with your partner. So there's a temptation that someone else can fill that vacuum. So if you have not mastered communication in that relationship or that marriage, whatever form of relationship, if you have not mastered how to communicate well, you will find out that because there's that depravity, you get satisfied by someone else. The moment somebody else can satisfy that depravity once, twice, 3 times, before you know, you begin to detach. Because after all, aside from the commitment you made to each other, which is not even marriage, which is just I love you, I'll wait for you, I'll wait for you. There's nothing else keeping you together when you are not communicating. So, but I said communication because it is now she feels like she's holding on to something that doesn't exist anymore. Now, this is where the communication comes in. You should have a conversation with this person, an honest conversation. See, let me tell you one of the signs. When you are in a long distance relationship and the person has moved on, someone might have broken up with you without breaking up with you. They have moved on. They are just there. They will not say anything, so that it will not be said that they are the ones that broke the relationship. But they will put you in a position where you have to break the relationship. But if you don't break her, you go mad. I mean, they want you see, you can want to lose your senses. Hey, see this thing called love. Love can move you. I mean, you'll be put in a position where you feel like you are losing your mind, and the only way to save yourself is just to walk out. And when you walk out, they say, well, you're the one that walked out. Why? Because they are being satisfied in
elsewhere.
that need from someone else, and then they move on. But let me say this: one of the ways you know that your partner has checked out, you are the only one there, is that emotional connection, that communication, not talking.
I feel so validated right now.
I mean that not talking. I mean the communication is no longer there. You talk as a routine to fulfill our agenda. Let's not be like we have not talked, because if I not call now, to say you not call me throughout today, you don't call this.
I feel so close to calling out my ex name.
Please no.
I feel like calling his name and say, I said it. Oh God, should I call him?
So it means I'm not don't call it. Sorry, forgive me. So it means I'm preaching good, right?
Honestly, I feel so validated. I wasn't doing too much because
for the first time, myself and Ife agree.
We are in agreement. This is really true, because this is what happened in my before last relationship.
Let's clap for Ife. Champion, President General among the nations. We salute you.
It was long distance. Is out of the country, so. Of course, we talk every time. We used to talk every time. And then I noticed that there was a drop. So I will call his attention. And even me, I was busy then with school and escortship and everything.
Yes.
So one thing I was even harping on him about was like, of course, there's time difference also.
Yes.
So when you wake up in the morning, just drop me a message.
Yes.
Let me know I'm the first person you thought of waking up. But you will not drop a message. He will not drop a message. What now pisses me off the most, he will not update his status.
Shit, man.
And you are telling me you are busy. You have time to update.
People to be calming down. Mommy, calm down. Mommy, do like this.
You have time to update your status, but you don't have time to send a message. So we used to fight about it in fact, on my birthday, there was a time every time we fight about it. So on my birthday, when he will call me to greet me, we already have issue previous day. He did not call it. So the first thing he said was, let's just not fight today. Let's just celebrate your birthday. And everything went. Eventually, the way the thing ended, so he just did not reach out. Yeah. Because I noticed that I'm the only one like sending message, let's do this. So because of that, I was like, am I forcing this thing? So as an experiment, I also didn't reach out. And we didn't talk for like, I think 1 month. Honestly.
1 month?
Honestly.
You were never dating that guy?
Wait, is it one? Okay, no. Okay, no. I think 2. It's up to 1 month. Either 1 month or 2 months.
Even people I went to secondary school with, I still talk with them in a month.
And the thing is, we were very close before. So this is why I am saying I feel so validated with what you said, in the sense that it means somebody else was in the scene.
It's usually that. Unfortunately, it's usually that, because human beings have, I always like to
call out his name.
I always like to speak about Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? And he spoke about the basic need are the physiological needs: what to eat, what to drink, what to wear, just to survive, survival needs. Then next is emotional needs. That's where you have things like the need to be loved, the need to belong, the need to want to have a family. That's why people, after you don't see what to chop now, you would think, okay, make a marry, right? So that's it. So usually human beings have that vacuum, and something is always filling it up at every point. If it is not you that is his partner filling it up, someone else is. And this is not me sounding hateful, and this is not controversy. It's what they call it, conspiracy theory. It's the truth. The truth. So you begin to notice withdrawal, and the withdrawal is to send a message. And when now this is what I was saying, something about communication. Thank you, Ad, so that I don't forget. So when you try to communicate with the person to say, okay, let's talk about this, there's two responses to it. There's either anger, because the person will try to make excuses. You are not buying the excuses. And as you're not buying it, the person gets furious. You don't even understand what I'm going through here. You think they try to gaslight you. The blame game, shift the blame game. Now victim shame you and make you look like you are the terrible one, you are the one that has the psychotic issue.
Not understanding.
Not understanding. Do you know what I'm having to go through? I wake up so and so. I do this. I have to
weather.
work 2 jobs. Do you know how things are not easy here? You don't even appreciate me. I check.
I literally just woke
up and all that, and they are saying all this thing, and they are not saying that, hey, I'm the devil. You said you now apologize and all that. But in his mind, he's wishing that you just end this thing. Let me just have peace of mind. Why? Because and while commitment should be a golden thing, people should be able to be committed, right? But not everybody has the strength of character to actually stay committed, and I've seen it. It's unfortunate, but it's true. A lot of people have fear of commitment, gamophobia. They have fear of they can't commit to a thing and stay to it, right? So this person has that need to feel emotionally, and then there's someone that has met new. And remember, anything new is exciting. See, so he might have met a lady that is probably not even as beautiful as you. And then to that person that even sent this message, as we are sharing all these things, I believe you are getting cues, right? He might have met a lady that is not as beautiful as you, but he might connect with her now. Why? Because she's available. I mean, readily available. She's there. She can offer beyond just talking on the phone.
Okay. Don't forget what you're saying. In a bit, to be honest.
Yes.
Previously, the issue was with me.
Okay.
In the sense that it's always like, I said it, I'm also busy, fellowship, going to school and all of that. So I'm not always available for discussion.
If you're sure you're not the one that sent this message.
Honestly, reading it. When I was reading it, I'm like, this thing.
You know how people send messages? I say, my friend is asking.
When they're the one that actually wrote this.
They are the ones actually.
So then he's like, let's call more, and I'm more of a chat person. So he's like, let's call, let's do this. So I'm guessing that is the place where the vacuum started. Like he didn't get what he needed, and there's someone else that is always available.
Let me say this, not even as a defense to them, but usually there's always a precursor to them resorting, because I've seen it, right? When people do long distance and then they lose interest in the commitment they had before, usually there's always it might not even be enough reason, it might not be a concrete reason, but there's always a reason. So it could just be that, okay, maybe like you said, you were a bit busy, you couldn't take calls and all that, and this person is at that point where he needs this thing. Unfortunately, he found it elsewhere. It's like when you go to the market to buy something and you have price here, they say 25,000, you say 23,000, they say no, you not say 23,000, I'll go, they say no, you not say. You now left there and saw someone else that was going to sell it for 22,000. That person now come, bros, come and take 23,000, come and take,
no.
And you are saying no, I'm already here. Although he should have stayed and probably bought there, but you see, you know what I'm saying? So usually there might be, but it's not all cases. There are cases where the person is just plain not committed. There are people, he has gone to see fine girl that AC is blowing. I mean, natural AC, and if you travel out, you'll be fine. This is our Nigerian way now. We'll do it dirty. Skin. But I believe that long distance, because there are people, you see, so with my experience in long distance relationship, I was almost made to believe that if anybody say long distance relationship, that's scam. But I don't believe it's a scam. I believe that you can have long-distance relationship as it ought to be. I believe it strongly. I believe that you can do it
just
correctly.
Take more
Number one, commitment, communication, then accountability. Once both of you are accountable to a source, to a person, not even a source, to a structure, to a system that can ask you, oh boy, what's going on here? This person called that you guys have not spoken for 1 month. Now, because I believe that if there was someone to tell him that, why have you not spoken to this person for 1 month? Or guys, resume dry fasting. I'm just saying, right? If there were structures of accountability, it would help. See, I'm telling you, many times a time will come in your journey where what will keep you is not necessarily it's not even your discipline. It's the structures you have put around you. Because at some point, your discipline would, you are human, you might almost slip up. But when you remember that,
I'll bring my own touch.
Yes, if I want to do this thing, there's someone that is checking on me. There's someone that would hold me accountable for this. Somehow your brain will just reset and you adjust. So I feel like that's it. So for this lady that sent this, number one, sit down, have a conversation with him, call, and this is not the regular talk. You are not attacking him. You are not coming to lament or cry and all.
Forget everything that has happened in the past. Fresh start. Let's
sit down. Okay, this is what I observe about this relationship. Even as much as we talk, the conversations are always forced. It doesn't flow. And yes, it's not every time in a relationship that you have something to talk about. Let's be honest, because that's put ourselves under due pressure that if the conversation is not going smooth, there's problem. No. There are times in a relationship where really you don't have anything to talk about. You might not be an adventurous person. Your spouse might not be too. So your life is just, I went from the house, I walked. Exactly.
How was work? Fine. Finish.
Yeah, people like that. But as much as possible, you must communicate. So have a conversation with him. Talk about this thing. Does he see what you are saying? Can he see what you're saying? If he's saying that there's no issue, he's making excuses and he keeps making excuses, let him know that your life is too important to be tossed.
Yeah.
You deserve more, you know so. You deserve to know that the person you're committed to is equally committed to you. And if he's not ready to put in the work, be willing to bow out. See, a failed relationship is better than a failed marriage, right?
Anytime.
Bow out. I've seen people bow out and eventually in the future it comes back to work.
The same
person comes back to, because now this person now understands that this person is not afraid to lose me. This person is not afraid to lose me if I don't do what is necessary. Do you understand? Because people can be crazy. If people don't see that, oh boy, I don't mind. If I will go. If people don't see it, I'm telling you, they will shock you. You'll be shocked at what people can do. So
when
people
know you're always there, no matter what, you take it.
It has become toxic. The moment you cannot leave a relationship or any kind of relationship, it is willfully, without fear of wrath or anything befalling you dangerous or losing your life or losing yourself or losing your whatever. The moment you cannot leave, you're already in a toxic relationship. Because even if you leave, you should be killed. You can tell you that's, do the math. I leave it to you, right? But Jesus, even when a person decides to leave God, right? What the person receives is the consequence of his decision. It's not necessarily that God will now, the same sun that shines on the righteous man shines on the evil man. The same rain that falls on the righteous man falls on. God has given us free will. Everybody, nothing should impede your right to free will. Nothing should impede it. So have a conversation. If it's not working, be willing to bow out. Be that complete in yourself, that if it's not working, I bow out. Forget. Sometimes when you're in a relationship with someone that's abroad, you say, I don't lose him. Oh yes, you're using the more serious note, right? Have a conversation, and if necessary, the relationship can be do this. He can mandate you to do things to work out.
And also, if go and visit, it will even be better to have the conversation, physical appearance, the way they react to you, to everything you're saying. So it won't be just that you're assuming that he said this, does he mean this? So if it's a place where you can go and visit,
you can at least
and have the discussion.
But if it's in the Canadas or in the UKs and you're in Ogbomosho God is your energy.
Do video call.
Do video call. It's video call I've been doing. And truly, thank God for the ministry of video call where people they use whole body that long distance.
Life.
We thank God, Sha.
Long distance is not easy.
It's not easy. It's not for the faint-hearted.
I don't think
but it's always beautiful when it works. It's always beautiful when it works. Because it communicates possibilities to people when it works, that true love really exists. It makes people believe in true love. It makes people believe in commitment. It makes people believe in faith journeys.
But looking at this long distance thing, you know there are some things about someone that you won't know unless you can see them face to face. You can't know their beat as much as you will if they are face to face. So do you think long distance is a disadvantage in that area?
Well,
so it will be much of a shock to you when you eventually get married.
So the truth of it, if you are a believer, this one is for believer.
Okay.
If you are a believer, the only way to know your spouse, the person you intend to get married to, is by talking. Right? Is in the conversation.
Some people will form now.
Is in the conversation. Nobody everybody's mentality is in their words. There is no way everybody will spill their word. They will spill their mentality in their words. There's no way you would. People can give meaning to text, so video call helps. Very true. Very true. There is no way you would. I was trying to make a point now. What's the point I was trying to make? I just got.
You said there's no way you will.
What was I saying before that?
Like you have to talk for Christians.
Exactly.
The way you know someone, and then their mindset is communicated in the way they talk.
Everybody's mindset is communicated in their language, in what they say. So if you say the right things, ask the right questions, have the right conversations, you will know whether your values align with this person. You don't have to be physically together to know. The physicals help, right? The physicals help for physical examinations. For example, if you have never seen a lady before in your whole life, and you guys started dating online, because it has happened, there are people that started dating online and all that, and there are certain physical specifications that are your specifications, and you, for the sake of not seeming carnal, you couldn't investigate, right? And it's now a case of what I ordered was what I got. You now see and say God said it's not God said, it's a lie, it's not God said. You saw, and what you saw is not what you liked, right? So, but the truth is there are physical stuff, but if it's the main things that really, really matters, the mindset, the thought pattern, the values, the beliefs, the practices, what are the things that the person does? They are enshrined in what the person says. Just ask the right questions. Everybody will bleed their mind. Everybody will blend their mind in their conversations. So it shouldn't be a problem. In fact, someone can even deceive you with the physicals.
Yes.
Because most times when people get physical, they don't get intellectual. They lose their minds. Because if the guy is very fine, but he doesn't have sense. If the girl is drop dead gorgeous, but she doesn't have sense. You say, Ini Manivo. Am I ready to lose this beauty? I know she doesn't have sense, so, but I'll manage. I choose the beauty over sense. Thank you, Jerry. I have the comments.
I can't find it.
Don't call out people.
Let's be a child of God.
Let's be children of God. You know. So, would you give long distance a chance? Now, if one comes, or is there? Wait, because you see that laugh? President General amongst the nations. What are you not telling us? If I start married.
No,
okay.
Naturally, yes. I don't really think I want long distance again.
But if it comes,
and if it's the right person, fine. But it has to be ready to go all in. The communication part has to be, because I want to, I said it.
Yes.
Send me a message early in the morning. Let me know you thought of me as you woke up.
But do you send him a message early in the morning?
Yes, now immediately I wake up, the first thing I check is his chat. If there's a message coming in.
Who wakes up first?
Because he's ahead.
Okay. But in a case where you wake up first,
I think
because that's on that angle that we don't talk about, expectations that we don't meet.
Yes.
Because you might have expectations.
And anyone that wakes up first should send a message.
Somebody can say, call me. I dey beef you. You don't call me, bro. You not call me too. Because you say you call me for don't talk.
That's true. Phone goes
yes.
ways.
I mean, if you
but that's a platonic word. If we are talking relationship, I want to feel loved. See this stage that I am. You guys said it. I feel like calling out people.
No, sorry.
And
Do like this.
specifically
Do like
someone
this. Do like this.
in this
Do
studio.
do like this. In this studio.
In this studio that is removing his glasses.
What's going on? If that's something I didn't know. But I felt even more. But I felt even more. You have got come and help me. I don't understand. Let's what's going on?
I don't understand the reason why he's removing his glasses. I don't get it.
PJ.
Is PJ there?
I don't know, but PJ needs to come and sort this matter. She needs to come and sort this matter. And I think I agree with Ewalua when she says that we need to have a live session just talking about long distance, how to go about it, the proclivities, tendencies, the dangers, the beauty of it, and the possibilities, the myths.
And also understanding yourself, because not everybody can do long distance.
Not everybody can do it.
Not everybody.
And I will also say this, that if you don't have what it takes, don't start it.
Yes.
Don't put anybody through that emotional roller coaster, right? If you don't have the commitment, that diehard commitment, if you are doing long distance and you are not good with small talk, you will just frustrate your partner. You know, small talk, I mean, you cannot
But
chit-chat.
That's where compatibility comes in. You know, you were talking about last time where we were talking about me being dramatic, and you said having someone that understands your sense of humor.
Yes.
So that's where it comes in. Not
true.
someone that you make a joke and is like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Explain.
See, I don't find that funny.
Or you send a meme and it's like, I don't understand.
It's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, you get it right. Say, but why is it funny? Like, bro, just leave. I'm out. Right?